How to take pictures of track and field. Part 2, running events. What will be covered in Part 2, running? Running, relays, hurdles, and the start and finish. Warning: be aware of the events happening around you. Don't go into the area of an active event that may disrupt the event and may cost your school a penalty. Running events at my school. The running events: 100, 200, 400, 800, 1600, and 3200 meters. Hurdles: 100 and 110 meters and 300 meters. And the relay: 4x100 and 4x400. So what we'll cover in order: 100 meters, both the running and the hurdles, then the middle distance, 200, 400, 800, and the long distance, 1600 and 3200. Then the hurdles, 300-meter hurdles, then the relay, 4x100 and 4x400, and others, start and finish. This is an example of our field layout. Your field may be different, and thus the running may be different. 100-meter, run and hurdle. Where to shoot from: straight down the finish line so you can clearly see the runner crossing the finish line. Shooting down the track, the runners are heading towards you, and shooting at an angle to the track. Notes: pick your location carefully. You do not have time to move. The 100-meter event is over in a bit over 10 seconds. You won't be able to get to another location by the time they cross the finish line. If you want multiple angles, use multiple photographers. Some samples. Top left, girls just crossing the finish line. Top right, hurdles. Bottom right, the boys starting, and you can see the smoke from the starter's gun. Bottom right, this guy is really trying to push it on. Medium distance runs: 200, 400, and 800 meter. Where to shoot from: finish line from the top of the bleachers and on the track as indicated by the red diamonds. Note: the starting location for the 200-meter event is on the back straight of the track. Samples. Bottom left, the start, and all the rest are when they're running. The top right, you can key in on one person if you want to. Long distance runs: 1600 and 3200 meters. Where to shoot from: finish line from the top of the bleachers and on the track as indicated by the red diamonds. Note: as the long runs string out, picking your runners will get easier as opposed to picking them out in a big mass. So this picture, bottom left, is the mass. It's hard to pick your runner out from that mass of runners. As they string out, for instance, in the top left and the top right, you can start getting your runners. 300-meter hurdle. Where to shoot from: where you have a good view of the hurdles, the finish line from the top of the bleachers. Tip: if your runner is not on a lane close to you, shoot the runner further down the backstretch. That way you'll get more of a frontal view. This is a perspective. The closer the runner gets to you, the more profile the shot will be. And this is what I mean. Picture left. He's in the closest lane to me, so you can see how I have a frontal view of him. Picture right. He's on the far lane. I'm shooting him down at the far end of the track, so I can still get a frontal view of him. The closer he gets to me, I start getting more of a profile than a frontal view. Samples. As the group is coming around the corner, I've got the whole group going over the hurdles at about the same time. So it looks like the whole group is going over in unison. Bottom pictures. These are what we were talking about in the previous screen. They're closer to me, so you can see the angle to the front is maybe about 45 degrees. Relays, 4x100, 4x400. Where to shoot from, where you can get the transfer and the finish line from the top of the bleachers. Notes, you want to see the relay baton in the picture to show that it is a relay. For the handoff, position yourself so that you can see the handoff. After all, that's one of the things about a relay. You want to see the transition from one person to the next. The handoff. As you can see in these two pictures, I'm on the inside of the track. Picture left, it's hard to see the handoff because the receiver is using his right hand to get the baton. So he's blocking a lot of the view of that baton handoff. Picture right is a head-on shot. You can see the baton more, but you're still partially blocked by the runner. Other pictures of the relay. Start, running. Bottom right, interesting. You can see the runner, he's holding the baton with his left hand. This was probably a right hand to left hand handoff, as opposed to most of the ones which are left hand to right hand. The start and finish. The start, getting in top left and into getting an individual runner. Top right, getting the whole line. Bottom, getting the whole line on the 100-meter run where you can see the smoke from the starter's gun. The finish line. You have basically two angles. One is head-on, as in the top right. The problem with the top right is from head-on, you don't always have a good view of who crossed the line first. Was it the girl in blue on the second lane or the girl in red on the fourth lane? You can't tell from this picture. Bottom left, now you've got the line and you can actually see when they cross. This is more interesting when you know it's going to be an issue, or you just want to get the guy crossing the line. One thing to note about the line picture. On the left, you see that white board? That board is used for the camera, and you can see the camera on the other side of the track. That's used to record and time when they cross the finish line. Picture bottom right. If you look on the top of the picture, you can see that same white board at the Olympics. So if you go up on your bleacher, now you can shoot down, and whatever was in your way when you're at ground level, it's not in your way now. Other pictures. Look around as you're shooting. Maybe you target one particular person for each of the runs. Or do they have an interesting expression, like a lot of energy being put into the run? The end of part 2. Please continue to part 3 for the throwing events. And please like and subscribe. Thank you.